Hello and welcome back to my craft room. A couple of people have mentioned to me that I've never actually shown my finished Celebrating 61 quilt. So let me put that right now. So yeah, I didn't intend to put this flower trim around the outside, but I don't know, it took my fancy. I couldn't resist it. Bought a couple of meters of it and then thought, aha, I know where that's going to go. So I just backed it onto a piece of this blue upholstery remnant I happen to have. Now I did start stitching through, kind of linking some of the squares together, just carrying colours across to blend it all in a bit more, and I don't know, just make it a bit more, you know, just to work into it a bit more, because I was enjoying it. Then by the time I got to this end, I was starting to think, do you know, I think I've had enough of this now, so it's a bit plainer towards this end. The interesting thing is going to be, in a couple of years' time, will I still remember what any of these little shapes are and what they meant to me? I put some buttons around from my button jar around that sort of central panel. This was going to have 60 in it, but it turned out, because this is a piece that my mum had done practicing a new machine she had at the time, I think, but it's been glued at some point, a stiff glue in there, and in the end I couldn't stitch through it, so I'm just going to leave it as is. It's fine. I know it was for my 60. It's got 60 pieces, and of course it's got, in each little piece there's something that I'm grateful for, something that made me happy, something that I wanted to celebrate in my life at 60. So like there's cats. This one is cats. I can bring this down a bit, can't I? This one's cats. That's crochet. I think this was just symbolising crafting, because that's my pokey tool. That was just a heart. I just did a couple of heart fillers. Oh crikey, see these two arrows. I can't remember what that was meant to signify now. Oh dear. That one looks like just a filler, that one. This one I think is meant to be the internet. It's that that link thing. The internet and the way you connect with people. That acorn is actually National Trust, so it's like visiting gardens like National Trust places and English heritage places and stuff. We love to do that. There's a chilli there, so that's showing spices. There's one for herbs somewhere as well. Where's herbs go? Here's herbs. This one is meant to be an open window, so it's symbolising fresh air. That's cooking. That's YouTube. Yay! Oh, that one's a fish. Now, was that meaning water? No, I think it was just fish, that I like to eat fish and look at fish. That was a mouse that's showing, oh, I don't know if it'll even show up on there. There we go. Showing my PC. Oh, I think that might be cake. Flowers, that's water, that one. Now that is, it looks like it might be sound or hearing that well, it's like an ear with kind of rays coming out of it, but it's actually peace is what I was trying to show there. A question mark is for puzzles and things. Hand holding something tiny, that's for making miniatures. Oh, this is gin. Anyway, I won't go through them all because there's 60 of them, but yeah, I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. At one point I was going to turn it into a bag or something, and then I thought, no, I'm just going to use it. I need a cover for my my old typewriter. If I go back to here, you can see my old typewriter just there, and it did have like a vintage cover with it, but it's quite an ugly cover. I don't like the look of it. Not vintagey enough to be pretty. So this just fits nicely over it, so you will see that in the background of my videos, draped over my old typewriter, so it's perfect for that. So that's that, and then I was just going to quickly show you what I'm going to be doing next, because I'm supposed to talk to you. hello, that's made me a little bit bigger. There we are. So although we're still in some, you know, it's early September now. What are we? The 11th of September. We've still got, it's quite warm and sunny still outside and everything, you know, but we're starting to talk about Inktober. I'm starting to feel like I want some more, what I think of as more wintry crafts to be doing downstairs in the evenings. So like, you know, the crochet things, a bit of quilting, a bit of slow stitching. So this is the next thing I'm going to get onto. Let's move me out of the way again. So I've got these bits of fabric. I bought these actually from a lady quite locally in Norfolk, but I got them through eBay. Really, really beautiful, nicely clean, pressed, uniformly cut squares of fabrics. Now for the projects I've got in mind, they definitely don't need to be uniform, and they could be all different textures and things, because I'm going to make a Kawandi quilt. If you just put in Kawandi quilt into YouTube, you'll find lots of things. This is a traditional quilting method, which is done by the Siddhi women, the women in the Siddhi community in India. And the Siddhi community, I believe, originated in Africa. So these Siddhi quilts have got, they're like nothing else. So this shows the women working on these quilts, and they use, it's really unusual how they work. Oh, sweet little girl. I don't want to just show someone else's video. Here they are working. So they tend to work on the floor amidst these big piles of random fabrics. Yeah, so they use a base piece of fabric. It could be an old sheet or anything, and then they work from the outside in towards the middle with these random patches of fabric. One of my quilting heroes is this lady. So this is the wonderful Margaret Fabrizio, and this is one of her quilts. Here we go. This is her starting a very small Kawandi quilt. So you can see how it starts from the outside and then they work inwards. And the fabrics are so random. I'm going to find it hard to be that random. And it's all done with this running stitch. So I'm really keen to have a go at this. Margaret got so obsessed with these Kawandi quilts and was trying to work out how they were made, or what the magic formula was, if you like. She travelled over there and worked with the Siddhi women, and then went back again to show them her quilt and get some critique, and they did critique. But yeah, so look, I'll leave some links to Margaret Fabrizio, and check it out for yourself. But yeah, if you just put in Kawandi quilts, you'll get all sorts of things coming up. But this, to me, this is the kind of thing I'm aiming at. So you can see that if we go back to, you can see that, you know, what I've got is much kind of neater and tidier than it needs to be, really. But you know, I've got them here, so it'd be really nice to use them. And then I've got this top that somehow I've grown out of. It's weird how clothes just keep on shrinking these days, don't they? So I thought I'm just going to use this as my back. I'm just going to make another small quilt. I'm not going to try and do something huge. I don't know, would that be better? Or I might find something else to use at the backing. I've got loads of bits of fabric, so I'll pick something. Maybe I'd be better off to keep this to make little lavender bags and things with, actually smaller pieces, hearts and things. And yeah, so those are my plans. That's the next quilt. There's another slow stitching project that I've got on the go, and a crochet project, but those will be I'll do separate videos for them. Sorry it took so long to come back and show you my quilt. I've actually been done with that for weeks and weeks. I just forgot to come back and show you, so it's lucky a couple of people reminded me. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed a little peek. I will be getting started on my Kawandi quilt probably going to be October now by the time I get started on that. I don't know, but anyway, watch this space if you like that kind of thing. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.